to Young Money. I'm Nozi Pombanjwa. In today's show, we have a couple of surprises in store for you. We're going to be talking to maybe the youngest entrepreneurs that we've ever had on the channel, and they are the brains and the co-founders behind Soul to Soul and Rocky Socks. And we're also going to be speaking to a young man who has taken the experience of hearing a hissing noise coming out of the toilet in his grandmother's house and turned that into a continent-wide business. Do stay tuned, it's going to be fun. I'm so inspired by the work that you guys do, but I must say I got pretty jealous when I picked up this really cute pair of socks. As you can see, it even matches my outfit for today. But Aaron, how do you actually get the socks?
With our Facebook page, which is at Aaron's Rock Your Socks, and our first goal was 100 pairs of socks. And then with friends and family, we got up to 700. And then our second goal was
1,000, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And did you hit that target?
Yes, and then from now on, with friends and family and big companies like Bounce, we got over 11,000.
Oh my goodness, that's such a massive number. So people are generally just coming and they either doing new socks or used socks. So I picked up a pair here. Here's another pair of used socks. How do you make sure they're not smelly? I'm going to test these ones. Let me see. It's pretty good. How do you make sure that people are giving you good socks and they're not like the smelly socks?
We check, and if they have holes, we throw them away. And also our school has been helping us.
Awesome. So you actually physically check each and every pair to make sure that you're giving something that is really useful. And of course, once you've got your socks on, then you can get your shoes on. So, I mean, even if I pull this pair, which is really nice and bright, and I can see a young boy really loving this pair, how do you collect the shoes, Dario?
Through our Facebook page.
As well. And so do you get people who just come and donate shoes?
Well, through the Facebook page, they call my mom and then we might go to them or they come to us.
Okay, so you also collect and from some people. Do you get new shoes a lot or do you get used shoes a lot?
We do get new shoes, like a person donated 100 brand new school shoes.
Oh, wow.
But most of them are second-hand.
So most of them are second-hand, but at least, you know, they are coming in. And are you impressed by the numbers, Dario, like the number of shoes that are actually coming through?
Like my first goal was 1,000. I reached to it.
Wow, so you started big, right?
Yeah, and then I went to 5,000. And now, from this day on, I've almost collected over 11,000.
Almost over 11,000 shoes. That's awesome. But I'm also hearing that other young people are getting so inspired by the work that you guys are doing. So tell me a little bit about other people who've started to just do things that are similar to you guys. You can go first, Aaron.
Well, there's a little girl called Dalia. I think she's in King David.
Yeah.
Then she started to collect socks for my charity, and I think she's over 3,000 pairs.
Wow. So she collects socks, and then does she then bring them to you so that you guys can partner?
We haven't met her yet.
Okay, but she is busy collecting. Well, 3,000 sounds fantastic, and it's obviously going to boost up your numbers quite a lot as well. And then Dario, have you inspired any other young people to start collecting shoes? Yeah?
I've inspired one girl in New Zealand.
Yeah.
She actually immigrated to New Zealand. She's in my school.
Oh, fantastic.
So she now does New Zealand Soul to Soul.
So basically you've gone global. That's what you're saying. That's really fantastic, guys. I want to know from you, do you think that young people your age are doing enough to help other young people who come from poorer communities? What do you think about that, Aaron?
It makes me feel happy and a bit sad when they don't have anything.
Do you think that more of your friends could do more, or more people just in general could do more to help some of the poorer people?
Yes.
Yeah? Dario, what do you think about that?
I think more people should start helping.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, there's over 14 million South Africans that are hungry.
Yeah. So, and of course, I mean, how big is the country? Like 56 million in total. That means that if one person just helped another young person, we'd actually help.
It would be one less.
It would be absolutely one less. And then, of course, you know, you guys maybe even had the support of your school.
Yes.
Do you think that schools could do a little bit more?
Yes.
Yeah, just to support you guys. Now, obviously, you know that this is a business channel and we talk to business leaders all the time. You know, the big guys that own all the big shops and they own like all the car companies and all of those. If you had a message to the business women and all the businessmen about how they can help poor communities, what would you say to them? Do you want to go first? Yeah.
I would say that they should live the legacy and help others.
Yeah. So they must leave a legacy and help others. That's absolutely awesome. Dario?
I'd say that they should start helping, because even if it's just a second-hand pair, it's still going to help one person.
Yeah. So there's lots more that everybody else can do. Now, somebody also told me that you have a little motto, Dario. Tell me what your motto is.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
That's fantastic. And how did that come about?
Well, because of me seeing all the kids, like a second-hand shoe, like this shoe, it might be trash to the person that owned it.
Yeah.
But if I give this to somebody else that's poor, it might seem treasure to them.
That's absolutely beautiful. And do you know, guys, do you know if like the stuff that you give away, I mean, I know you said the young people are very grateful, and I would be very grateful if I got some of these amazing things if I didn't have them at all. Do you talk to them about, you know, once you've handed things over, about being young, being another young person? Do you guys have conversations at all?
Yes, every now and then.
Yeah. And what do you guys talk about? Just other young people stuff?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I know you said, Dario, that you might go back to some of the to Zulani in particular. Did you make any particular friends there?
Yeah, I made a few.
You made a few. And yourself?
Yes, also.
Awesome. So guys, before we wrap up the show, I mean, I think this is absolutely fantastic that we've got shoes and socks. If you were to grow your empire, what else would you add? If you could give away more things, what would you give away?
I would give away blankets, and in the winter I might give out some soup.
You might give out some soup as well. So if somebody said to you, I can make this happen, you think you could add that to your empire? Absolutely. And yourself, Dario? So we've got shoes, we've got socks, we've got blankets, and we've got soup in the winter as well. What else would you give away?
Maybe clothes.
And why clothes in particular?
Because like when we hand out shoes at our church, lots of people come with holes in their t-shirts, not even proper pants. Like including the shoes, a guy had, instead of shoelaces, his shoelaces were broken, and they're nice safety boots because they do a lot of walking. He actually used plastic for shoelaces. Okay, so we would give out clothes to older people as well. But I know that your moms have been absolutely amazing in this. So tell me a little bit about what kind of support are you getting from home so that this is possible? I'm getting a lot of support. Like I've actually dragged my sister, mom and dad.
Oh my goodness. So everybody now is into the shoe business. Fantastic. And yourself?
I've done the same as him.
You've done the same as him. And if you could say something directly to your moms, who I know have come with you to studio today, what would you say to them?
I'd say thank you very much for getting me this far.
Thank you very much for getting me this far. And yourself?
I would also say thank you, and to also friends.
To your friends as well, because they've been super supportive as well.
And last term, this is my legacy badge that I won. All the grades got one, only one from each grade, and now the winner for grade 2.
Oh, that's fantastic. So it says, I am building a legacy. And who gets, what type of person gets the badge?
The ones who are making a difference.
Well, I don't think I could have ended this conversation on a better note myself. We've heard from two young men who are changing the face of South Africa, and this is by ensuring that what they have, they're sharing with others, and they're mobilizing other South Africans as well as South Africans in other countries to do their bit as well. It's a very big thank you to Aaron Greenblatt. He is, of course, the brains behind Aaron's Rock Your Socks, and you can find them on Facebook, and of course bring them some socks as well. And a very big thank you to Dario Gouveia, who's also joined us, and he is the brains and the minds behind Soul to Soul shoe charity, and he of course has told us that Soul to Soul shoe charity is not only South African now, but it's also mushroomed in New Zealand. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I really hope that the businessmen and the businesswomen who've been watching the show haven't missed the message and the call to leave a legacy.